Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and if you know me, you know I'm always hunting for those statement pieces that are bold, affordable, and totally Instagram-worthy. Today's feature? The Milumia Faux Leather Mini Shorts, the ones that have been blowing up on my feed and popping up in every trendy girl summer wardrobe. At $22, they're the kind of find that feels too good to be true, right? I was curious, I'll admit. Faux leather can be hit or miss, especially at this price point. But I had to test them out for myself and see if they're actually worth the hype or just another fast fashion fling. In this review, I'm breaking down everything from the first impression and fit to real life wear and long-term quality. Spoiler: they've already been worn way more than I'd like to admit. So, are these the ultimate rave to brunch shorts or just another closet filler? Let's dive in and find out. Okay, so I just have to say, these Milumia Faux Leather Mini Shorts, they're such a vibe. I was a little skeptical at first because, let's be real, not all faux leather pieces live up to the hype, but these? They actually impress me. The high-waisted ruched design is everything. It hugs your waist in the most flattering way and gives you that snatch silhouette without feeling like you're being vacuum sealed. I'm all about pieces that make me feel confident, and these absolutely deliver. I wore them to this rooftop party last weekend, paired with a crop tank and some heel boots, and I seriously got compliment after compliment. They fit true to form, smooth, stretchy, and they didn't ride up at all, which is a total win in my book. I danced all night and never had to adjust them once. For $22, that kind of comfort and style, yes please. One of the things I love most is how versatile they are. You can dress them up for a night out, like I did, but I've also styled them super casual with a graphic tee and sneakers for brunch, and they still looked cute. The ruching on the sides adds such a nice detail. It gives a little dimension and actually makes your shape look more defined. I'm 5 feet 4 inches and I went with a small, and it fits snug without being too tight. Honestly, if you're petite like me or have a cavia frame, these shorts are really forgiving and still super flattering. I notice they kind of enhance your bum a little, which, no complaints here. Hello, instant confidence boost. They're also thick enough that you don't have to worry about lining or feeling exposed, which is always a concern with faux leather. They stayed in place all night, no constant tugging or pulling. It's rare to find something this cute that also feels secure. Now, let's keep it 100. I did notice the material has a strong smell when you first get them. Like, seriously, it smelled like a balloon fresh out of the package. Not the sexiest first impression, lol. I had to wash them a couple times before I felt comfortable wearing them bare-legged. It wasn't toxic or anything, but definitely something to keep in mind. Once they aired out and went through the wash, the smell faded and the texture stayed soft. The fabric is thick and has a decent weight to it. Doesn't feel flimsy at all. I was surprised by how much stretch they have, which makes getting into them so much easier than other faux leather pieces I've had. They move with you instead of restricting you, which I really appreciate. I wore them dancing for hours and didn't feel like I was fighting against the fabric. That stretch factor is a total game changer. In terms of real life wear, they've held up pretty well so far. I've worn them to a few different events, dinner dates, club nights, even just out running errands when I want to feel cute. They don't crease too badly, and wiping them down is easy. I just use a damp cloth and they look brand new again. One thing to consider: if you're between sizes, you might want to size down. They're a little looser than expected, so if you want that tighter snatch fit, going down a size could work better. I found mine fit snug in the hips and thighs, but had a little wiggle room at the waist. Still secure, but not as tight as I thought. That said, it didn't affect how they looked or performed at all. I'd still recommend them to anyone looking for a sexy, rave-ready piece that won't break the bank. Overall, these shorts are a solid pick if you're into bold, trendy pieces that make a statement. They're comfy, cute, and super flattering. 3 things I always look for in an outfit. Yes, the smell was a bit of a hurdle, and the material feels a little cheap up close, but for the price, I'm not mad at it. They give off high-end energy for under $25, which is kind of miraculous. I've already gotten so many questions about where I got them, and I don't see them leaving my wardrobe anytime soon. Whether you're heading to a concert, a date night, Or just want to feel hot on a Tuesday? These shorts deliver. Just wash them before you wear. Trust me on that. But if you can look past the initial odor, you're getting a fun, flattering piece that's perfect for making an entrance. 10 out of 10 with style again. Alright, babe. Time to zip up this review. If you're ready to strut into those bold, confidence boosting moments, smash that like button and subscribe for more hot takes and wardrobe wins. Let's get you looking snatched. New video drops every week to keep your style game on fire.